Welcome back to the channel. I'm Big Mike, and today, before we get started, I want to let you guys know that I just launched my website. It is fully functional. All you got to do is send me an email or schedule your virtual fitness assessment, and we can get started. You can get stronger. All right, let's get started. So this update is actually going to be super duper quick because we only did bench press and squats this week. So on my bench day, the highest that I went up to was 236.5 pounds, or 238, 237. And what I wanted to do that day was just affirm to myself that I can do this. It wasn't the fastest rep, but it also wasn't the slowest. And it felt a lot faster than what the video actually shows. I also hit 231 and 225 just to, have enough exposure to those heavy singles, but not enough to where I'm gonna fry out my CNS again like I did at the last meet. Meet fatigue hit me super hard last week, and this week I just kind of wanted to reconcile as much as I could and do what I could as well. And in thinking that way, I wanted to hit one heavy isometric, which I'll also do in my deload because that worked out very well for me the last time I did it. And we did 374 pounds on the bench press as an isometric. So all I did was unrack it and then put it right back. This surprisingly went very well. Yeah, I was shaking, but at the same time, I was just surprised I could get it up. That's what she said. Is that what she said? I don't know if that applies to everything. Does it? Anyway, 374 actually came out of the rack and I was able to hold it there. It wasn't the 10 seconds that I usually do. I'm gonna have to work up to that because I did not feel comfortable at all. The heaviest I've ever unracked was 315. So to go up by 60 pounds was just, it kind of was just like, let me load the bar and see if I could, as opposed to actually planned 374. Now that is 1.5 times what I expect to lift. So hopefully that's a good sign. My squats were finished today and I wanted to go big because I promised you guys, even though 352 felt heavy, I knew I could hit 363, and 352 is just from meet fatigue and all this other stuff that was happening that week. So that's exactly what we went for today. Now that you've seen that footage, you can kind of tell I was a little hungry. And I just mean all of my warm-ups went super smooth. Everything was going perfectly. In fact, today I felt the strongest I've ever felt by bounds. So we loaded up 3 reds, 374 pounds. And well, let me roll the clip. If I hadn't hit the rack, I think I would have got it. Yes, RPE 9 or above, but I would have got it. And then I could have maybe attempted something more for the meet. But hitting the rack, you have that split second decision where you either go for it and you die trying, or you just let it go because your core is going to have to engage like crazy. Your supporting muscle groups like your adductors, abductors are going to have to fight to balance your way back into that sort of leverage point and that moment arm in order to, go up from where you're at, now being shifted because you've impacted yourself into a different position. It was just good that I kind of just stopped and came right back down into the safeties. And I didn't get a spotter that time because I wasn't afraid. I knew I could do it. That's how much confidence I had in myself. and it didn't happen. But that's okay. That's you know, that's life. You're gonna have some days that just don't go your way. Everything could be perfect, and then one little thing happens, and it's done. So we're about 3 days out from the 100% raw South Pole, or I'll put what it's called right here because for the life of me, I just can't remember. Down South Classic Pool or something like that. But yeah, all we're hoping for is to break a state record for the deadlift, and that's that. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. From now on, we are straight deloading. Like this video if you like this type of content, and I will see you guys in the next flex.